Welcome to the opposition preview. I'm Patrick, joined today by Ben from Dore on Tour for our away match this weekend against Nottingham Forest. We're here to discuss all the details of the game. Be sure to check out Ben's channel, Dore on Tour on YouTube. First, Ben, welcome to the show. Thanks for coming on. I appreciate it, mate.
Thank you for having me on, Patrick. I'm looking forward to this game. I've been looking forward to this game since the pictures come out because I've got a little bit of soft spot for Crystal Palace. But yeah, it's back now, and yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
So, just quickly, how come you have a soft spot for Palace? Just curious about that.
Because now, every time I go to Crystal Palace, the atmosphere, the way the home fans, they're always passionate, they're always singing a lot, and as well, I think recently they've got a young side as well, so the fan base is fantastic as well. But yeah, I've been there twice. I think we've beat twice 3-0. But yeah, I don't want to rub it in, but yeah, they've got a fantastic fan base, and I've got a lot of respect for Crystal Palace.
Appreciate that. I was going to actually bring that up because it's been a while since we played each other. I think it's about 10 years. So what does it feel like to be back in the Premier League? So congratulations on that. How did it feel?
Amazing. Absolutely amazing. After 23 years of hell in the Championship, as Palace fans will know.
Yes,
and I think, remember, like I said, Palace had the same situation. If I remember, like I said, I think you were at bottom half. I think was it Dougie Freeman?
It was Dougie Freeman, exactly. Yeah. We ended up managing Forest, right? Exactly.
Yes, he took over from your club from rock bottom to back to the Premier League. So got a little bit of understanding how it feels to be rock bottom for the same league, then going back to the Premier League. So to be in the Premier League, it's just been an amazing feeling. And yeah, I'm excited. I know it's not been great so far, but at the same time, going to the big clubs, like you can class Palace as a big club because you've been there for quite a while. So listen, Patrick, it's just a fantastic to be back in the Premier League.
That's great. So I am actually a fan of Steve Cooper. I was a very big fan of what he did with the U17 England World Cup team with people like Mark Gahey, Conor Gallagher, Phil Foden. What are your thoughts on Steve Cooper?
What can I say? Where should I start, Patrick? Where should I start? The guy came, like, we know, like you mentioned, he did well for the England under 17s, Swansea back-to-back.
Right.
And then coming to Nottingham Forest, bottom of the league. I was thinking about League One football, Patrick. League One football. And that's how it was really, really toxic with Forest fans as well. And for him, for what he did, everyone knows the story. From rock bottom to get into the playoffs and winning the playoff final. It was something that Forest fans will never forget of what Steve Cooper did. And yeah, it's just whatever happens, as you know, Patrick, the Premier League is tough. And
yeah,
whatever happens, if Forest get released him, if he leaves Forest, he's still going to be a legend. Whatever he does, I don't care what any Forest fans say. He's a legend because of what he did for the club. It took his 20. Like we've had different kind of managers last 23 years, but for him, for what he did, it's just Steve Cooper's a legend. Whatever people says.
That's great. So I know he's brought in a lot of new players, a lot. So what's your thoughts on the changing the squad? I mean, obviously, when you come up, we had the same issue when in Holloway we brought up we signed like maybe 10 new players. But what are your thoughts on that in the signings that you guys have made?
Like I repeat this all the time. Like I said, I understand why rival fans will be why have they done that? Why have they did this? But we had no choice. We had no choice because 18 and 19 or 20 players left Nottingham Forest. 5 loan players out of contract. Players wanted to leave. Players wasn't good enough to be in that squad, and we had no choice. And if we did, people keep saying we'll be a Fulham 2.0, and we're not, because the players that we brought in, and like I said, we can mention players that we have brought in. Like it would take us for all day to talk about them. We had no choice, and we understand with players coming in, with coming to the Premier League, different culture, and especially with Steve Cooper, understanding what players how they are, because you got to know the personality. And coming to Nottingham Forest is a different city as well, so it's difficult for 24 players to gel that quick, and it's been tough. maybe the 24 players might have been a bit too much, but at the same time, we just beat Spurs, and we made 9 changes. So we had to. If you look at it from that point of view, it was good because if we play like a young side against that Tottenham team, we would have got battered. But you've got to look at it now. It was a strong side we played against Spurs, and that was our reserve team. Basically, that was our reserve team that we beat. And if you get it from that point of view, I get it. But in the league, 24 players is a lot, but it is what it is, Patrick. We have to compete, and time will tell.
Of those new players, like who are your? I personally not new. I personally love Brennan Johnson, but of your players, who are your players that we should look out for?
Listen to me, just say it, Patrick. Brennan Johnson. I know Crystal Palace were sniffing around with him. So he's not coming to you lot. That's for sure. But Brennan Johnson, he's class. He's had a spells of confidence is low. Let's keep it with his confidence has been low. He's in a new league, playing against better players. He did it in League One. He did it Championship. He did well in Championship, but the Premier League, he's learning. He's learning to get used to the league, get to how to adjust quick. He's got to adjust quick, and he's one of our best players. And we can mention other players as well, like especially our coming players. Like we've got players like Joe Worrell, who's not been playing much. A player that's been under the radar as well, Ryan Yates as well. He's been fantastic for Forest. We can talk about, like I said, the 24 players that's coming for Forest, but these kind of players like Brennan Johnson, he's basically one of the best players. The club. We can mention Jesse Lingard. He's not performed at all. Just one game that he played great was Tottenham Spurs, but he's got to be consistent. He's got to be consistent to be a good player. But it's one game, and he's got to perform from now to the end of the season if he wants to be a good player. But to the question, Brennan Johnson, he's the player that you've got to watch if he starts with the club.
So I actually want to get to that. It's like how do you typically set up? I'm not looking for an exact lineup, but like how does Cooper set up his sides?
He started with formation 3-5-2, and that wasn't working because everyone knows what he was doing. So I think the game against Aston Villa, he had to change it up. There's no choice, and he went to 4-3-3 because, as I said, we played a 3 at the back, but to play the 4 at the back to just get a point on that bad spell that I was doing. I think it was 6 defeats in a row.
Okay.
The 4-3-3, has it worked? Of course it has, because there's less defeats than we had previously. So the formation that we've been playing is 4-3-3, and we had to compete. Like I said, the midfield, we were struggling in midfield big time. And now, like I said, we're playing a 3 midfield. It's worked so well. So hopefully I think people will go back to his formation, but it's just when, because that's been his formation since he's been in management. So I think we've got to be competitive, and I think the 4-3-3 is working, but it will change soon.
Okay. You mentioned earlier about your Palace. How much have you seen of Palace this season, and what do you think of our start?
Listen to me, I've been a big fan. I'm a big fan of Palace. Like I said, you've got that for young front line. Zaha, he's not young. You got Eze, he's a class player. You got what's the player from Reading? You got from Reading?
Michael Olise, yeah.
Michael Olise, he's a top player. But I'm a massive fan of your defense. What's his name? Gizi, the centre back.
Mark Gahey and
Jordan
Anderson.
Yeah,
right.
I'm taking Anderson. I love Anderson. I love him because I think the game against Liverpool, he's winding up Nunez, and I love that. This is what defenders meant to do. Wind up your defenders, and for me seeing that, I thought, wow, what a defender. So I'm a massive fan of your defense as well. But all around, you've got mix from experience, from youth, and you've got a manager who played in the Premier League in Patrick Vieira. So I'm a massive fan of Crystal Palace, the way they're dealing with things. And it wouldn't surprise me. Like I said, Premier League is tough. And if you get, I don't know, top eight this season, I think that, me personally, I think you should be getting top 6. Because like I said, you've got it. Because you've got, like I said, you've got a mix of experience and youth. I know you've got Klein as well, ex-Liverpool player. He didn't do well there. He's come back to Palace, and he's done well there as well. And Mitchell as well. Has Mitchell been playing left back for you lot as well?
He's our left back.
Yeah,
yes,
as well. You've got a mix as well. So all around, you've got a good side. And listen to me, if I think I said in my prediction at the start, seeing Palace, if Palace didn't get top 6, I know there's big teams as well, but you're doing the right way of doing it in Premier League. But hopefully Palace, we get the 6 points from you lot, but hopefully the day could get start well, do well in the league.
I appreciate that. So you talked about the Liverpool performance that we had, but you guys had a great game against Liverpool. So I still want to talk real quickly about not only that performance. What do you think you guys are going to do? Just going forward the rest of the season.
Listen, that Liverpool game, like I said, we didn't get the respect from the win.
That is true.
And what frustrates me with mainstream media, like I said, we dig deep. We was in a bad time there. When it comes to performance, like I'm with the mainstream media as well, and I'm sick of it. Like I said, we're bottom of the league. Liverpool, yeah, top team. Everyone's gonna talk about them, but where's our praise? We dig deep and won that match, and especially with Palace as well. No one gives us respect of how we played. And going forward, yes, we lost to Arsenal 5-0, but they're a good side. They're going to be top 2. But all around, since Cooper changed his formation, we've been solid. And I personally think, like I said, we got a point against your local rivals, Brighton, as well.
Right. Thank you.
So it is a tough league, and I think if we can compete in the Premier League, and I know, like I said, it's cliche saying that we're going to stay up, blah blah blah, but
of course,
we are the worst team in the league because we're bottom. So listen, if we can compete, it's going to be hard. It will be hard, but hindsight, this World Cup season, this break, can it give us a bit of confidence from it? If we can get a good result against Palace,
right?
Why not? But it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough.
Got you. So again, this is the last match for both of us for the World Cup break. Which Forest players are going to the World Cup?
There's 5 of us, 5 players going. There's Brennan Johnson, Nicky Williams, Wayne Hennessy, Firmino, and another ex-Crystal Palace player, Kanote.
That's right, with Senegal, right?
Yes, yeah.
Check
So,
yeah.
And he's been fantastic for us. I'm not gonna lie. I'll start off with myself. He's been, like I said, he did well for Palace, and I think on hindsight, like I said, that Liverpool game, he was fantastic. He was absolutely fantastic for us. All Forest fans were darting him. Is he good enough for the Premier League? But he's got experience. He knows what to do. But yeah, he's been fantastic. But the 5 players that going to the World Cup, to your question, is just it's so excited to see people representing Forest going to the World Cup, and I'm excited. I'm so excited, and it's good for them, especially for the young players like Brennan, Nico,
absolutely
as well. So I'm excited to see them.
Yeah, great. Yeah, I want to just touch on Cheku. I was going to say, I love him at Palace. I mean, we need to upgrade because of his age, but he never let us down. He plays centre half for us, centre midfield. We got in now, Dore, who has been fantastic for us this season. But just want to say, I thought Cheku was a great centre pass, and I've watched him. Liverpool game is fantastic. So, congratulations. I hope he does well for you guys, except, of course, on Saturday.
Listen to me, like I said, I've got respect for Palace. But hopefully I think we got you tomorrow and the last game of the season. So hopefully that
that's right.
We can beat you lot and beat you again. We've got a great record at your place. So
right. Yes, you do.
So 3 points tomorrow, 3 points next season. I can't complain.
So Miles, to end on the prediction. So Ben, what you thinking about as far as the score prediction for the game?
Listen, mate, it's going to be tough. And like I said, when we played against Brentford, and we said I targeted Palace as if I take a point against Palace, I'll take it. I'll take a point because, like I said, you've got a good side going forward, pace, energy. Zaha's going to be a threat. Regardless of whatever fan says, he's a top player, and it's going to be tough. But Patrick, if I say my heart says, can I take heart and head?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I'll say my heart will say 1-1, but my head, it's going to be tough. I think Palace win 2-1 because you've got a good side. I know you did a fantastic result against West Ham.
We did.
But I know Forest fans will just bang him ahead for it. But you've got a good team, and I say 2-1 Palace. You've got a good team. You've got a good side. 2-1 Palace.
Great. Ben, listen, man, thanks for coming on. I really appreciate your insight into Forest. Could you share people where they can find you on YouTube?
Well, I do my Dore on Tour channel. It's above me now. There's my channel, Dore on Tour. I've done it for 5 years. I do all Forest content, previews, reviews. I interview ex-Nottingham Forest as well, Forest fans as well around the world. I'm close to 9K. So hopefully after the Palace game, after we win, I do reach the 9K before we head to the World Cup. So if you do want to follow me, please do follow my channel. Like I said, if you would like to see a Forest fan myself, come follow me and follow my journey.
So please make sure you like, subscribe. Ben, great having you on. And everybody, I'll be on Ben's channel later on this evening live. So check that out. But again, Ben from Dore on Tour, thank you for having you on. Good luck rest of the season. Not tomorrow, but good luck with this season. And I'll talk to you soon, mate. Thanks for coming on. I really appreciate it.
Peace and love, Patrick. Up the Forest.